Carapace created a shield/protection shield to protect Cat Noir as he went through the Ladychaos's version of her own protection shield. And Rena Rouge created a bunch of fake illusions of Cat Noir with the illusions of protection shield, to protect the real Cat Noir, so he can cataclysm the staff that Ladychaos was holding the Ultra Kuma butterfly. I really like seeing Carapace's powers and Rena Rouge's powers in episode 22. I enjoyed watching the Miraculous team work together. Ladychaos was trying to fight back of having Cat Noir come anywhere near her or close to her to try and get rid of her powers that Chrysalis gave her to use to fight Ladybug, Cat Noir, and the Miraculous team. Once the protection shield was gone, the real Cat Noir was under the influence of Ladychaos's powers inside the protection shield. Cat Noir's eyes turn bright red, giving that indication that he's under the influence of Ladychaos's powers. Just like how the other people were in Paris that got touched and went through Ladychaos's protection shield, making Cat Noir act very differently than he normally would when he is not under the influence of an akumatized villain's powers. Even if Cat Noir was still under the influence of Ladychaos's powers, he did his job as a superhero and destroyed the staff that had the Ultra Kuma butterfly inside. I tell you, Cat Noir's facial expression here is something I will never forget for a long time. Cat Noir's facial expression is like something that you would see like in a horror movie or a horror show. It scares me whenever I see a scary facial expression with a character in the show. I don't like horror movies. Just like how Marinette has said in the Vampigami episode. I don't like any involving horror movies or shows. Lady Amelie now is back to her normal self, not remembering what happened or what she was doing when she was akumatized as a villain. Now that Lady Amelie is back to herself, she was in shock and scared with what she was seeing right in front of her. Having Cat Noir with a scary look on his face and saying the magic words Cataclysm. Saying Cataclysm and what comes next, is what made me go into shock/terrified. Because this is what I felt when I watched the episode. I literally was in shock. I was not expecting this to happen at all. I did expect something to happen because he was being, under the influence of Ladychaos powers. I just didn't think it would be this. I think a lot of Miraculous fans were thinking the same thing as I did when I saw this scene here in the episode, giving Cat Blanc references. Cat Noir, when he said Cataclysm, raised up his right arm up into the air, releasing this humongous black circle that has the power to destroy everything, almost anything and everything in the entire world. It's scary to think that Cat Noir has such a strong, dangerous power that can destroy anything just with a touch of his hand. It's definitely scary, the power that Cat Noir holds with his Miraculous. I was like, whoa, wow, what an episode. What a scene. This was such an insane moment for me in the Ladychaos episode. When I saw what he did here, I was literally thinking, OMG Cat Blanc, what made this scene so insane is what Cat Noir said Cataclysm and was almost about to do and unleash upon the world. This scene is what made me like the episode a lot more. In the sense of Cat Noir's actions as a superhero. Don't get me wrong, I do not want to see another Cat Blanc moment. Because I don't want to see that ever again. Cat Noir destroying everything. So it's fun to see what it would look like if that actually did happen. But if it did happen, it would happen as himself being Cat Noir. Not being akumatized to destroy everything. Because in the Cat Blanc episode, Cat Noir was akumatized by Hawk Moth, aka his father Gabriel Agresti, when Paris and the world was destroyed. We haven't seen Cat Noir using his Cataclysm just being a superhero. In Ladychaos we saw what that would look like if he destroyed everything just being Cat Noir. Cat Noir was under the effects of Ladychaos's powers, I will say that. I'm more talking about seeing Cat Noir saying Cataclysm in his superhero form. Ladybug had to work quickly to say the magic words, Miraculous Ladybug. Repair the damages that was caused by Ladychaos, before Cat Noir unleashed his Cataclysm. After everything was fixed and repaired with the magic ladybugs, Cat Noir was terrified with seeing what he was about to do with his miraculous powers. Here as you can see his facial expression, while he holds his right hand wrist. It must have terrified Cat Noir, to know that he almost could have destroyed everything. Not only in Paris but the whole world. I will say it again, it must not be easy to hold such a dangerous power with Plague's black cat ring Miraculous. I tell you I could not be the holder of Plague's Miraculous. It would just terrify me altogether to know I am holding such a very powerful Miraculous in my hands, and using it too at the same time. To use for the greater good. I like how Rena Rouge said, especially liars, am I right? She was saying this to Ladybug to make her understand that lying is never the way to solve a situation in life. It was so cute here at the end of the episode, where Marinette is over at Adrien's house, cuddling up all cutesy together. As they watched together what Ladybug said about Gabriel Agresti, in his final last moments of his life. Marinette and Adrien are watching on his laptop the little small documentary film that Nino, Adrien, Marinette did to find information of the good things that Gabriel did in his life. Adrien seemed to be really happy with the things that he was hearing about his father from Natalie, Mrs. Tsurugi, Amelie, and Ladybug. When Adrien interviewed them, each of them mentioned the good things about his father. Adrien was happy too while he was watching the Ladybug illusion, saying that his father loved him. I swear all of this is going to be foreshadowing the downfall for when the time comes when finally the truth is exposed. And when it's exposed there is no turning back. Everything will change between Adrien and Marinette. Sadly, Adrien will see that Marinette was lying to him about who his father was. He's going to think that all those moments that she was there supporting him and being there for him, it was all for nothing. It was all a lie. Then it'll make him understand why she was doing these weird awkward things that she was doing, by leaving whenever he mentioned I'm going to go talk to this person or do this. You know what I mean. It's written all over Marinette's face here in this scene, with how much she did not like to have to lie more to Adrien. When she did the things that she did to make Adrien happy. Look, I'm all for Adrien finally being happy and free for him to make his own decisions and choices. I just don't like when Marinette, who is Adrien's girlfriend, in order to make her boyfriend happy, she has to lie. It's one lie after another lie and another lie. It just keeps piling up. The lies of lies keeps piling up like a stack of books that packs up over time when you buy so many of them. After a while, when you continue to lie and buy so many of those books, it'll all come tumbling down because you can't control it anymore. Can't control how the piles of books are going to stand still on its own. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense here with my explanation of how I see Marinette lying. Adrien was so happy that Marinette was by his side and being supportive of him when he was doing the documentary film about his father. And I just love this cute adrienette kissing scene. I love the way Adrien is staring at Marinette. I love the way Marinette is staring at Adrien. It was a sweet kissing scene. Although when I saw this scene here, it just makes me sad to see if they do break up once the truth comes out. I don't want Adrien to break up with Marinette over all of her lies. It's a possibility that he could break up with her. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm just saying that because of her lies continue to piling up, making new ones, creating new ones. It just won't look good for Marinette. It will break Adrien's heart. It will break Marinette's heart. And I really do think in the Heart Fixer episode that's coming out in one day, it will show us how Marinette's emotions are feeling / dealing with all of these lies that she created, just to make Adrien happy. Marinette is in her room going to draw a picture that Adrien requested of her to draw, of one where Gabriel is himself. 'Cause the other pictures that Adrien has of his father, he doesn't have one of him looking happy. Tiki was right when she says to Marinette, everything is back to normal, Marinette. Adrien has made peace with his memory of his father. You two can live an incredible love story now. Oh Tiki, if only that were true and real. Even Marinette wasn't convinced when Tiki said that to her, and Adrien can live an incredible love story now. Marinette, I know, is probably thinking inside her head, as she stares down at the blank sheet of paper, I don't think we'll have a happy love life, with all these lies I have been doing behind Adrien's back. Marinette's reply back to Tiki saying, right. An incredible love story. Marinette was having doubts. Marinette wasn't convinced that her love life with Adrien was going to be all smiles, hearts, roses, and happiness. Why? Because of all the lies that she has done/created. It then goes to this short scene here with Lady Amelie and her Prince Felix. Inside the apartment that she bought to be more closer to Adrien. Everyone was saying that Felix wasn't going to be in Ladychaos episode. I wasn't one of those people to say that. I didn't think negative. I thought to myself, Felix is going to be in this episode in a small scene part way. Not how his mother was. But in a small way. I was correct for thinking that. It shows Felix with his mother Amelie, looking outside the window at the Eiffel Tower. Felix has this happy expression on his face that I love. Felix is happy that he is more closer now with his cousin Adrien to spend time with him. I also want to think and believe too that Felix is happy now being more closer to his girlfriend. Be thinking, yes, I'm also happy I can see Kagami more. Giggles. I was also pretty shocked when I heard Lady Amelie mentioned Felix's girlfriend, calling her son's girlfriend his fiancée. A little bit weird/confused because they're just teenagers. They're not adults yet. They're not getting married. They're not even married at all. I won't lie and say I found the fiancé part funny. I laughed a little bit when I heard fiancé. It's nice to see that Lady Amelie supports her son's relationship with his girlfriend Kagami. She approves Felix and Kagami together. Yes. I do agree with Lady Amelie when she says that she didn't like that Ladybug lied in order to keep Mrs. Tsurugi out of prison. I also agreed when Lady Amelie said, the truth always comes out. Yes, it does always come out. One way or another the truth it will come out. And when it does, your cousin will need his family's support. 100% agree. 100% agree. Such a beautiful ending to the episode. Lady Amelie and Felix looking at the Eiffel Tower right in front of them. There were some things that I liked and others that I didn't like. I think you will see that with my review/opinion in this video. I'm rating Ladychaos episode 22 in season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug a 8.0 review. There's so much more I would like to say on this episode. Though I'm not going to say more. Because there are some opinions that I just want to keep to myself. I think I said pretty much all of what I think of the episode in general. I enjoyed the episode. I loved it. I was happy with some of my ideas that I thought of this past February and this past January, that were shown in this episode. Especially the one where Adrien in the opening scene is talking to Dr. Sikwat about how he views his father. I was like, yes, another one of my ideas came true. I do have one final thought/opinion on the Ladychaos episode. I think, and I hate to say this, cause I don't like to say it. But I'm going to say it anyway. Is that I saw Marinette acting manipulative to try and control her narrative, on how she wants Adrien to view who his father was as a person. I never thought I would see her try to manipulate a situation. I know she's probably done it in the past seasons. Though this time it's gone too far. It's like too extreme at this point. I see it where Marinette is trying to obsess over wanting to control/create her own version, her narrative of Gabriel being this good person. Now she's doing everything she can to keep Adrien from finding out the truth about his father. I hope Adrien finds out what happened. Adrien learns that Marinette has been lying to him. I'm so disappointed with the decisions that she's making, because it's just wrong altogether. I am worried for how things will turn out for Adrien and Marinette as a couple. All in all, it's just not going to go down good. I can see it all falling apart. In this episode, one was agreeing with what Aya and Lady Amelie were saying. I liked how Carapace's shelter protection shield was too. Anyway, that's my final thought. I hope you enjoy watching my video. Sorry for it being so long. I will try to not make my review video so long. Thanks for watching. My favorite words said in the Ladychaos episode 22. 1. What you want me to lie? Are you out of your mind? 2. The answer is no, dear Marinette. A real lady never lies. It's a matter of principle. 3. Just because you lie, doesn't mean the truth ceases to exist. 4. Except all that was for nothing. Mom left us anyway. My father became icy. And I grew up alone in solitude. 5. Your father not might have made all the right decisions. But one thing is for sure. He was ready to do anything out of love. 6. I'm so tired of this cruel unfair world where lying and selfishness are rewarded. And where villains passes as heroes. 7. Except I cannot believe that suddenly was this good man and a hero like that. 8. The truth always comes out. And when it does, your cousin will need his family's support.